Welcome to NTN Nightly. I am Janelle Norville. This edition's top stories. The St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority has commenced a phased approach to dealing with the hazards of landfills. The Roots and Soul Festival has been expanded to mirror the benefits of the St. Lucia Jazz Festival. Major support is thrown behind efforts to purchase diagnostic equipment for the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association. All that plus the latest in youth development and sports and the NTN Nouvelle Equatorial. The St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority has commenced a phased approach to dealing with the overwhelming problem that landfills pose to the island. The authority this week announced the closure of the Viewfort landfill effective October 2019. In a temporary measure, waste from the south will be transported to the Dayglow landfill. The Solid Waste Management Authority says it is necessary given the hazards of the Viewfort landfill. More from Lisa Joseph.
The closure of an existing landfill and the assignment of a new site is an enormous environmental and planning challenge. Shock Estate was once a dumping ground for nearly all of the island's waste, but after 20 years it was closed and the trash moved to Cicero. In 2003, Cicero was capped and the Dayglow site was commissioned. Today, residents from Mico to Soufrière are in an environmental pickle as government debates the closure of the landfill they have come to rely on for the past 23 years.
We definitely would need a new location, either for a transfer facility or for an actual landfill. I know they're looking at several other locations, and I don't think the idea is to terminate a landfill in the south altogether. I don't think the authority is on the hard and fast measure to just forget about Viewfort altogether, but to actually look for a new location within the southern area.
Landfill fires fall into two categories, surface and underground fires, and both have occurred at this site in recent times. The suspected cause is spontaneous combustion. This was further compounded when over 3,000 tires were set ablaze.
You also have an infant school in that general area. We were supposed to evacuate everybody in that path. We were supposed to, because the fumes of a burning tire is very toxic, very toxic. You have to ensure that the smoke remain moving from south to west because of the hospital, the stadium, all right? Because we didn't want any of the smoke to engulf the stadium.
The St. Jude's Hospital, which is located directly opposite this garbage dump, has to deal with the effects of the wind blows.
Thick smoke would cause some respiratory problems for persons, especially in the Larishes area, and then we would have lots of patients coming in. Immediately after the fires, we had these problems. During the dry season, we have lots of flies. Okay, we affected with flies. We have to actually install nettings on our doors and our windows. Okay, that is one area that we affected. You have the stench. If you drive by, you get the stench of the landfill, and it is really posing a threat. You know, it's a health hazard. It has to be out of there. It has to be looked at by the government. Okay, you cannot jeopardize the health and safety of your nation. Okay, for waste disposal.
To date, the St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority has not announced the location of the new landfill. However, the current site is expected to be closed by October 2019. From the Government Information Service, Lisa Joseph reporting.
The Department of Home Affairs and National Security has been made aware of reports that a group of persons is allegedly going to various homes where they would present documents bearing the purported letterhead of the Department of Home Affairs and National Security. The department finds those reports to be grossly disturbing and has contacted the police in an attempt to obtain reliable information in case reports were made about this activity. Additionally, it would be viewed as highly unlikely that this arm of government is the one that would undertake an exercise of voter registration and verification. Therefore, the department advises persons to remain on the alert when approached by strangers. Members of the public are also encouraged to inform the police of anyone who may have approached them purporting to be officers of the Department of Home Affairs and National Security. There is a police hotline that members of the public should save on their phones so that they can speed dial the police in relation to this activity. The number is 45-CRIME or 452-7463. The Roots and Soul Festival for 2019 has been expanded to mirror the benefits of the St. Lucia Jazz Festival. Roots and Soul is dedicated to musicians who are setting new trends in the various genres of reggae, conscious hip-hop, Afro-punk, and R&B. This year, there is a concentration on the transfer of skill and knowledge with masterclasses and encounters between artists and other actors in the music industry. Minister for Tourism, Information and Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries, Honorable Dominic Fede, indicated that the festival is generating a lot of interest.
What I can tell you is, as being advertised, I know that the ticket sales are going well. There's a lot of interest, both locally and the diaspora. Some hotels are saying to me that they're getting bookings for around that period, so I'm very pleased to hear that as well. So we've been on a high this summer. I mean, Mercury Fest, which has just preceded it, has done very well in terms of bookings from Martinique especially. And we're seeing that some of our hotels in the north are doing well.
The event is expected to bring together musicians, record labels, online music stores and platforms, specialized journalists and other actors in order to enhance market access for St. Lucian and other musicians and producers. The festival will commence Friday, 23rd August. The Oath of Giving has partnered with the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association and Body Holiday Resorts to raise funds to purchase a vital piece of equipment capable of diagnosing cataracts at an early stage to prevent vision loss. The group paid a courtesy call on the association's office on Friday, 9th August, to get a better appreciation of the work being done by the association on behalf of blind and visually impaired persons in St. Lucia.
From across the seas they came to lend assistance to the blind and visually impaired in St. Lucia. Members of the Oath of Giving, Togo, paid a courtesy visit to the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association, SLBWA, on Friday, August 9th, to acquaint themselves with the work being undertaken by the association to improve the lives of its clients. Togo is a non-profit organization dedicated to bridge the gap between communities, local and abroad, through philanthropic tourism. Tracy Alexis Dixon is the founder of the Oath of Giving organization.
I started the Oath of Giving in 2018 to bridge the gap between cultures all over the world. Those that travel, individuals enjoy their time traveling, but also know that there's a community out there in the countries that they visit that may lack resources. So I'm excited to be here. We are hoping to raise funds to continue to support what the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association is doing, which is great work. And again, I just want to thank everyone for allowing us to be a part of this initiative and hope to continue to collaborate in the near future.
In partnership with the SLBWA and Body Holiday Resorts, Togo aims to raise up to US $7,000 for the purchase of an autorefractor keratometer, which is a piece of equipment capable of diagnosing cataracts at an early stage to prevent vision loss. Anthony Avril is the executive director of the SLBWA.
But I want to welcome you to the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association. You are making real effort to try and raise some funds to help us access some material, some equipment, which we badly need for our eye care clinic and to strengthen the delivery of our eye health services.
Corporate Social Responsibility Officer Jacqueline Scott said Body Holiday Resorts does not believe in simply giving and turning away, but takes its corporate responsibility very seriously by being authentically socially responsible.
We want to know that we step into a situation and we are able to take you from one place to another, and we are being strategic about it. And that is how we've dealt with the Blind Welfare Association. We've met with them, we've invited them to sit in and present to us their areas of priority and tell us why and how it will make that difference for them so that we can understand and then we can support. And we want to make that difference that will change things for you. So we're looking to, we will be donating an important piece of equipment as well very shortly to the association so that they can create another revenue stream for themselves so that they can continue to keep their doors open and to offer these important services to their members.
Members of Togo were taken on a tour of SLBWA's premises, particularly the eye care clinic, where the optometrists explained the various aspects of care offered during the clinics. They were also given an insight into the Oriental Touch Therapy program, which will soon be launched by SLBWA to provide training and employment opportunities for blind and visually impaired persons. Togo encourages as many individuals as possible to support its fundraising efforts to purchase this vital piece of equipment for the SLBWA by visiting gofundme.com and search for Help the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association. Glenn Simon reporting.
This is NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
If you are in receipt of an abnormally high bill, it is highly possible that you have a leak. That leak may not always be visible. Before you contact WASCO, conduct a do-it-yourself test. 1. Record your meter reading. 2. Do not use water for 30 minutes to 1 hour. 3. Take another meter reading. If the reading changes, you have a leak. Contact a plumber to identify and fix the leak at the earliest. A message brought to you by the Water and Sewage Company Incorporated, WASCO.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
Thanks, Janelle. Welcome once again to your update from Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien. The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, in collaboration with the Office of the Prime Minister, held a ceremony to issue congratulations to national sportsmen and women following sterling performances at sporting events. The celebration was in honor of the Under-20 team qualifying for the 2020 CONCACAF Women's Championship, the Under-14 girls finishing as runners-up in the 2019 Caribbean Football Union Challenge Series, and the Under-15 boys, who emerged Division II winners of the 2019 CONCACAF Championships. Prime Minister, the Honorable Alan Chasney, was proud of the young footballers.
When I found out that our under-15 boys had made it into the finals, and also found out that the following day, when we would hear the results of your match with Puerto Rico, that the president of FIFA would be here and the president of CONCACAF, Victor, would also be here, I said there's something in the stars. They obviously knew something that we didn't know, that we were going to have the next champions of CONCACAF here in St. Lucia.
Albert Senqua was coach of the Under-15 football team.
This team is special. This team will take St. Lucia to the higher heights. Our objective is to qualify for the Under-17 World Cup.
3 consecutive match wins in Guyana secured the national Under-20 women's football team a spot in the 2020 CONCACAF finals. Their coach, Emmanuel Bellas, commended the resolve of his girls on the tournament journey.
What I saw in these Under-20 girls was passion that I had never seen before. These girls qualified not on technical and tactical ability. They qualified on the passion and the determination that they had, because these girls had a mission. They had been beaten by some of the teams in their group, and their aim was to make sure that it does not happen again.
The next major outing for national female footballers will be CONCACAF Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers in Honduras. President of the Federation of International Football Associations, FIFA, Giovanni Infantino, has commended St. Lucia for the completion of a FIFA-funded project in Granivier Dennery that has brought an additional facility to the island. Mr. Infantino spoke during a recent revisit to St. Lucia.
I came here for the first time when I was a candidate to become FIFA president more than 3 years ago. And I actually came to precisely this place with President Linden, and he was telling me, well, you know, I would like to build a pitch here. And I told him, well, my plan, if I will be elected, is of course to release funds under a 4-year program, a new 4-year program for FIFA, Solidarity Development, to build facilities, and so we kind of agreed that this would be certainly a great project. I'm happy to be back now 3 years later and witness that this has happened, that Lyndon Cooper is a man of his word, that we have been able to implement this fantastic project, and it's just the first step of a lot that is going on.
The FIFA president said he felt confident the sport will continue to grow in St. Lucia and that the new facility will be put to good use. That's your segment from Youth Development and Sports for today. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The Division of Transport is alarmed at the recent increase in reports of stray animals on the island's roads, particularly along major roadways. These stray animals pose a serious road safety concern for all road users. Therefore, the Division of Transport has advised that in keeping with Section 26 of the Animals Act, Cap 3.11, the owner of any animal found tied, wandering, straying, or lying in such a manner as to cause obstruction, danger, damage, or injury to any user of the highway or public place commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $5,000 or to imprisonment for 2 years or both. Owners are further reminded that where an animal poses an immediate danger to road users, the animal may be seized or, where not practicable, shall be shot or immobilized by a duly authorized individual. Please note that all costs incurred during this process shall be borne by the owner of the animal. The Division of Transport will work closely with the Royal St. Lucia Police Force to enforce the law in an attempt to ensure public safety on the nation's roads. Stay with NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle, a Creole.
You think you're invincible?
You think it can only happen to certain people?
Yeah, man. Be smart. Think.
Glove up when you love up.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle, a Creole.
Monsieur General, Monsieur Madame, Département, qui est responsabilité pour l'information au gouvernement CTC, GIS, Assemblée puis Télévision Nationale, PIA, c'est NTN qui vous êtes Nouvelle Creole, vous êtes Primus Hutchinson. Association de les aveugles CTC, j'avoue secours pour les clients pour assister et puis éducation en préparation au commencement de saison l'école. Présentation faite par un chèque sorti en ces plusieurs assistances finances qui l'association a trouvé pour ces l'année qui passée. Les étudiants qui avec assisté l'école PIA comme tout l'autre étudiant. Président de l'association les aveugles c'est Glenn Simon conseiller les parents ex-étudiants à son importance éducation pour transformer la vie en une direction plus meilleure. Simon déclare que c'est la première fois que l'association a fait si tellement grande présentation comme ça. 11 parents recevaient chèque de l'association en résultat du programme Assistance pour le développement de l'éducation client. Il dit que la responsabilité, c'est pour faire assurer que ces étudiants trouvent toute l'occasion pour prendre l'avantage de l'éducation, travail et l'autre nécessité sociale qui est available. Selon M. Simon, l'association n'est pour chercher pour façon pour même trouver égalité, service social et pour avoir une position côté une voix plus forte. Le président a déclaré que malgré l'année besoin plus instituteur pour instruire ces étudiants qui avec est très satisfait et puis performance étudiants en système d'éducation pays. Simon annonce que l'année ça les étudiants j'ai juste trouvé place à l'école là qui était choisie, ça c'est l'école secondaire comprehensive. à Castries. Et marqué qui association très plein et puis support ministère de l'éducation et que l'année ça là support financier là pour le ministère de l'éducation pour sorti 20 000 pour 100 000 dollars pour assister à l'association et puis programme éducation. Coordinateur programme éducation pour les étudiants qui avec Raymond Thompson fait un appel pour les parents toujours encourager, supporter et toujours embrasser ces étudiants et puis l'amour. Il y en a ses parents, Antonio Stixi, qui avec c'est lui seulement qui a supporté la famille quand un cultivateur parler à sous contre les parents et les enfants qui avec et bien ses parents qui avec aussi et féliciter ces étudiants et conseiller les parents pour toujours supporter ces enfants. Tixi qui sorti en commune Blanchard en Mico, c'est là et puis fille qui performait très haut à l'examination Common Entrance l'année ça. Et puis l'IMO 91 points. Puis à l'école secondaire couvent Saint Joseph's Convent et saison l'école ça c'est la saison l'école commencée en septembre. Le chef business à Castries a réalisé tout de suite qui yo pas kay ça jouer musique en place business yo encore si yo pas trouvé permission par chef police PA. Nous voyons rendez-vous et puis les journalistes mercredi Limé pour Castries Peterson Francis fait annoncement et dit que franchement après semaine ça là la pas une pièce musique à ville là sans permission.
Il nous pas nous rester whether c'est samedi ou dimanche whole semaine là il pour pas une permission from commissioner police là nous avons empêché de jouer musique. Nous ne pouvons pas pour dire ou pas attendre c'est musique ou pas de permission pour jouer musique. Ou pas même permission pour chanter. OK? So palace music. So c'est by ça, c'est by ça. So moi ça chaque monde qui dit ça business yo, monde pas capable battre loka dormir ou loka boire ou ça musique a fait pour. OK? So but là l'autre monde qui a payé l'argent, qui a Westernville, passe à dormir. Là, regardez quoi, il y a 6 heures, puis il lever à travail, vie même notion, il est malade, tout c'est pas non. So naturellement nous avons fait ça nous pouvons faire. Et puis ça on faire c'est moi ça comment dire c'est pour le ça n'est plus bail grave pour faire attention. So nous c'est petit bail ça pour ça moi mener city police because moi toujours dit city police nous que ça place là. Police là compliment nous. Mais nous ne pouvons faire ça, nous pouvons faire. Et puis, so far, moi satisfait that ça nous a fait qu'à travailler.
Les étudiants de l'école Vide-Bouteille étaient volontairement participé au programme pour planter différentes qualités de plants bois comme go, caco, en forme agriculture amicaux pour essayer de abattre et réduire à ce problème de l'eau et affalay. Ça a fait depuis assistance organisation OICS là aussi facilité qui responsable pour adresser affaires assurance des affaires risquables à Caraïbes là. Officier qui responsable pour sustainabilité en l'environnement organisation OICS là Joseph Edward bienvenue participation ces étudiants. Il dit que c'était un plaisir pour une participation ces étudiants en projet ça là et ajouter que projet ce n'est pas seulement pour indiquer commune Marguerite, mais plus toujours toute l'autre commune en cette ci à ces façons pour essayer de protéger l'environnement pays. Il dit que ces plans bois qui s'étaient dit implantés qui véritablement protéger le bordage de la rivière, Rod Afalay et de l'eau, qui s'est résident dans la commune Marguerite, qui a experiencé toutes les années la pluie tombée fort. Instituteur à l'école Vide-Bouteille, Eva Williams, dit qu'il te plaît comme il a commencé le programme ça là. Avec projet ça là au mois de juillet et puis cette idée et qui aussi très plein qui organisation OCS là et les autres qui assisté pour faire projet ça là en réalité. Il y a espoir, il y a presque 18 mois projet ça là en opération pour encourager les résidents Marguerite pour ménager bord de la rivière au primaire plan c'est pour vivre planter en l'omatier en ces places bord de la mer qui étaient trouvées affectées. Il estime que projet a coûté $34 millions américains. L'autre étudiant qui participait à ce programme-là, c'est sorti à Tig, à pays comme Tig, Barbuda, Cayman Islands, Bahamas, Dominique, la Grenade, Jamaïque, Saint-Vincent, Trinidad et Tobago, etc. C'est pour ça que nous avons trouvé votre nouvelle là. Je vous remercie autant pour Regardez, on va avoir une invitation. Je ne peux pas considérer qu'on sauve la vie. L'un est pour cette l'autre. Nouvelle créole. Après ça, on va vivre pour cette autre.
Messi appeal Primus. Here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
The weather is fair to partly cloudy and hazy with a few showers. A layer of Saharan dust will cause a reduction in visibility. A tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers an hour. This system is expected to bring cloudy conditions with showers and isolated thunderstorms over the eastern Caribbean islands from late Saturday into Sunday. The tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the tropical Atlantic during the next 5 days. Tides for Castries Harbor high at 5:18 p.m. and low at 9:19 p.m. Tides for Viewfort Bay high at 5:25 p.m. and low at 10:46 p.m. Seas moderate to locally rough with waves 5 to 8 feet or 1.5 to 2.4 meters. Small craft operators and sea bathers are advised to exercise caution due to the brisk winds and rough seas and reduced visibility. The sun will rise Friday at 5:50 a.m.
That brings us to the end of NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the St. Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I am Janelle Norville.